based on real events. Four thieves crept silently into the luxurious house at the edge of town. From the outside, it looked abandoned, shutters closed, vines crawling up the walls, dust on the gates. But inside, it glowed with chandeliers, polished floors, and antique furniture. The leader grinned. This place is a gold mine. They began filling their bags with jewelry, silverware, and ornaments. That's when they heard it. Soft footsteps above them. An elderly woman descended the staircase, dressed in a faded nightgown, her hair white, her eyes sharp. "You shouldn't be here," she said in a whisper, almost kind. The thieves laughed. One stepped forward, flashing a knife. "Old lady, sit quietly or—" But before he finished, the lights flickered. The air turned heavy. The mirrors on the walls rippled like water. The old woman's shadow stretched unnaturally long across the floor, curling around their legs. One thief screamed as he was yanked into a mirror, his body vanishing without a sound. Another dropped his bag, but the jewelry inside slithered like snakes, coiling around his arms and dragging him into the darkness. The leader and the last thief bolted toward the front door, but it was gone. In its place stood the elderly woman, her face no longer human, her mouth stretched impossibly wide, eyes black pits. "You came to take what isn't yours," she hissed. "Now you will stay, forever." Their screams echoed through the grand halls, but outside, the house remained silent and still. The next morning, the mansion looked abandoned again. No sign of the thieves, only 4 new portraits on the wall, each painted in horrifying detail, their eyes wide with terror. And the old woman sat calmly beneath them, knitting, waiting for the next visitor. Days passed. The missing thieves were reported, but no one dared to search the mansion. Rumors spread about lights glowing at night, about screams that echoed faintly from the walls. One night, a curious young man named Daniel, who didn't believe in ghost stories, decided to prove the legends false. With only a flashlight and his phone, he entered the mansion. Inside, the air was icy, and the chandeliers swayed, though no wind touched them. Daniel noticed the portraits on the wall, 4 men staring out in terror. His heart sank. They looked too real. As he stepped closer, their painted eyes followed him. Suddenly, one of the portraits whispered, "Run, before she finds you." The flashlight flickered. Behind him, soft footsteps echoed down the hall. He turned and saw her, the old woman, smiling, holding a teacup. "You've come to join them, haven't you?" she asked kindly. Daniel ran, but every hallway twisted back to the same room. Every door opened to the same portraits. And every time he turned, she was closer. Finally, he stumbled into a mirror-filled parlor. His reflection looked wrong. It didn't move with him. Instead, it smiled, then reached out of the glass, pulling him inside with a bone-cracking snap. The mansion fell silent again. On the wall, a 5th portrait appeared, Daniel's face, forever frozen in horror. And the old woman returned to her chair, sipping her tea, waiting, always waiting. Dear subscribers, leave your thoughts about this story in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to us. Good luck!